Well, hopefully everybody can see okay. All I've done is get a pan on medium high heat. I'm going to start with some butter, let that melt a little bit. And what I plan to show is how simple and easy this is and how you can have dinner ready in probably take about 5, 6 minutes. You know, I'll show the prep afterwards and we'll go through the cooking right now. It should be pretty simple. So I'm just going to let that start to melt a little. And then we're going to add some mushrooms and some garlic and some hot peppers. Um, and then we'll add some of the other stuff and you'll see. I want to give the mushrooms a little bit of time so that they can really cook a bit, not be too raw. Now, you can use as many mushrooms or as few as you like. This is a little more than typically the recipe would have. But I know we really like mushrooms, so I went pretty heavy on them. Similar with the garlic. Um, I'm a big fan of garlic, so we got a decent amount of that. I also don't want the flame on too hot because I don't want the butter to separate, but I want it hot enough to heat things up and get them cooking real well. Same thing with the hot peppers. I'm going to get them in now so that they can spread out and get through the butter and into the pan so that we have that flavor all the way through. Now, I usually use cherry peppers, but we picked up some hot banana peppers this time just because I like banana peppers. My guess is cherry peppers will match a little bit better, but you can use whatever you like and try some different things and see how it comes out. So that'll give a little bit of heat to the dish too. So we'll give that a 30 seconds to a minute to let it cook a bit before I add some sausage. And then I'm going to show all the prep afterwards in this video and probably do the cooking first. So another 30 seconds. Oh, it's so delicious. I'm telling you guys, one of you guys has to come out with smell-o-vision. We'll be zillionaires. All right. Hear that sizzle a little bit. That's what I wanted to hear. I'll give it a tiny bit longer as the mushrooms are beginning to sweat a bit, which is good. And now for the sausage, which I cooked in advance, but then I just sliced them into little circles. Give that a little bit of a mix. And we really just have to get it all hot and heat it up. It's all cooked for the most part, which is why it shouldn't take too long. If you prep it when it's convenient for you and the family comes home, it's really easy to just get it heated up and cooked and give them a nice fresh meal. So now I'm going to add a ladle of marinara that I made earlier. Maybe a little extra just because I like it. And then we make this more of a pink sauce. I have some cream I'm going to add as well. Maybe 4 ounces of cream. See how nice that gets when you mix it? That's how you get your pink sauce. Now I'll turn the heat up just a little bit. Make sure that gets boiling real well. Now all the flavors that were in the butter that mixed throughout the pan, it's going to go through the sauce instead of adding it afterwards. Look at how great that looks. Now, as usual, all I did was pull some pasta that I had in the fridge. I used some rigatoni this time that we put in a little bit of oil. Same thing, you don't have to get it real hot or anything, but a couple seconds in the water just to get the oil off. Could heat it up a little, but since the pan's hot, it'll heat up in the pan too. And then you want to put that right into the sauce to finish off the starch from the pasta. It'll help tighten up the sauce and thicken it a little bit, and it'll get the pasta completely covered. I don't want to splash the camera, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. But really, that's about it. I'll give it another minute to all kind of gel together. Get the pan up a little bit hotter, and then we'll put it in a plate, and I'll show you how that looks when it's all done in its bowl. But I hope you can see how good it came out. I can't wait. Yum, yum. Nice color too. So I'm just going to turn the heat off so I don't burn my hand when I show it to you, and I put it in the bowl, and then we'll make it a little bit prettier to serve it. Whoops, lost one. You guys saw. Look, awesome. And then give me a second to add a little bit of parsley on top. I know you don't see the screen. Bam. Final product and how it looks. And now give me a minute and I'll get a taster and see what they think.
Hello, my name is Adam Kahn, and this is Cooking with Adam Kahn and Lee Zhu. If you've made it this long in the video, I'm super impressed because I'm going to do things backwards this time. I'm going to show the cooking first, so hopefully if you're here, you've already seen me make the dish and everything else. You know, my goal in this video is to show you how quick and easy you can make your dinner at home for your family. Now, I used to be a commodities trader in Chicago. In my timeline, I wake up super early in the morning. A little bit of why I'm not talking so loud is my family's still asleep. It's like 6:30 and Saturday morning or 7 o'clock or something. I've already done half my prep work. Uh, I find that time is when I like to get some stuff done anyway. So I figured I would do this and kind of talk to you guys about it a little. Now, I know I mentioned that what I do with pasta, I'll cook it off first, and then immediately when it's ready, I put it under cold water so it doesn't overcook, and then I put oil on it so it doesn't stick together. That way I can throw it in the fridge and use it whenever. So I'll be able to use it tonight at dinner, but I can make it now in my free time when I have stuff to get done. Same thing with some sausage. I cooked off a couple of links of sausage, and then I just cut them in the circles. Here, I'll show you. Because the dish I'm going to do for dinner tonight, that's going to be in it. And then I've got some great mushrooms as well. It's a really simple dish. You can mix it up a bit, quite honestly. I usually use hot cherry peppers, and I picked up some banana rings. Actually, I think the hot cherry peppers are a little bit better for what it goes for the dish. But it shows you can try whatever you want. And I figured I'd do it a little bit different because I like the banana peppers and I'll eat them anyway, whether I have it in the food or not or something else. Um, so sit back. Well, not sit back. Hopefully, you've already seen the video and saw how easy it was. I'm going to cut up the mushrooms now and prepare everything else so that when I do the cooking, which you'll see first this time, it should just take 4 or 5 minutes, maybe 6 at most, to prepare dinner. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up, everything else, and hope you made it this long because that'd be super cool for me. I also want to thank everybody. I've been really excited. I haven't been doing the channel too long, but it seems like people are subscribing and I'm getting comments from time to time, and it's really fun for me. You know, I do finance for a living because I can do okay at that and everything else, but I've always loved to cook, which is why I've owned 2 restaurants and done some other things. I didn't love being in the restaurant business, which is why I don't do that anymore. I owned the restaurants for over 10 years, and it was a great experience, but quite honestly, this allows me to do it again, but the way I like to. I like to cook for my family. Um, Forgive me if I go a little bit long. What I learned about the restaurant business is it takes away a lot of the cooking because you have certain timelines and you have to just get food out the same way quickly every time. Well, I enjoy cooking. I want to take my time and cut up some garlic and the mushrooms, and I want to make it the way I want to make it. I want to cook for my family or my friends and still get the enjoyment of what I love. Where the restaurant, it really is just how quickly can you get it out the same way every time. So you start working on systems in place on how to make it work as quickly as possible and still come out decently. There were also a lot of things that I didn't like about the restaurant business in general, as well as the governmental issues with it and paperwork and all the other stuff. So again, thank you guys. Not thank YouTube for giving me a platform to do what I really enjoy. So again, hope you enjoy. As you guys probably see, my knife skills are not the best. At the same time, I still owned a restaurant for 10 years and I'm comfortable in the kitchen. What I really hope to show by that is, you guys don't have to be perfect either. Like, really. You just have to try it. Try whatever it is, whether it's cooking or anything you do. You don't have to be perfect. Just have to make the attempt and do the things you like to do. So I'm just cutting up some of the mushrooms. I like to have them cut fresh anytime I cook. One thing I want to note about the pasta, I think I might have mentioned already, is you always want to make sure to put it under cold water after you're done cooking to stop the cooking process. If it's ready, and you don't want it to continue to cook and get too soft over time. If you're using it immediately and cook it, that's fine. But as you guys see, I tend to cook it in advance, and then what I'll do is I'll pull it out of the fridge, heat it back up, get the oil off of it, and use it from there. The other thing is, depending on what you're cooking, you want to toss it in the sauce. You don't want to just put the sauce on top. It mixes it through better, and it also gets the starch into the sauce. It thickens it up, and it actually adds to the flavor to do it that way. Oops, see that? See how bad I am? But you can also be in the kitchen and look like you're awesome by just kind of doing that. Mushrooms cut so easily. I'm using way more than the dish typically needs. But my wife loves mushrooms, so I'll cut some extras. It's been really fun. My son has asked for some of the dishes. My wife says how excited she is because she forgot how much she liked all the pasta dishes I used to make. Since we haven't had the restaurant for the most part, she does the cooking at home. So it's kind of fun for me that YouTube's given me this platform and that my family's enjoying all the things that I used to love to cook. Once I got out of the restaurants, I kind of stopped doing it for a while. So it's really cool. So what I'll do is I'll put these back. It's still early in the morning here, so I'll wrap it. I'll cover it in saran wrap, and then I'll just put it all together. But my guess is I'll show you these videos. We'll see how I put them together. So anyway, thanks again. Talk to you soon. So just prepping the garlic a little. Excuse me. Might have to cover that up. So take the skin off. And you can cut it by hand too, and then you get bigger pieces, but I use my little garlic press here that I love so much. I'm not even sure if it's in the camera yet. Super simple. I love garlic. I don't know about you guys. The recipe doesn't even really call for garlic. When I used to make it in the restaurant, we didn't do it, but I love garlic, so I've started adding it when I've been cooking at home, and it's delicious. So, again, you can chop it up. It's a little bit more coarse. I really want the flavor all the way through. I haven't posted it yet, but I did a video on this press because it's got such great features on it. It's so silly that garlic press I like so much. But I love that you just do this, and it just kind of takes all that off, and then bam. Boom. All right. Now I got my garlic ready too. So you guys can see this is exactly what I do in advance. Since I wake up early in the morning, I just prep everything, I get it ready, I cover it all in saran wrap so it stays nice and fresh, and then I can cook it for lunch or dinner. You know, it's really simple. And now that it's all set up like this, probably takes me 5 minutes to cook because pasta's already done, the sausage is already done. I cooked the sauce in advance, and I can do it all in my free time whenever I find the time. So then when it comes to cooking, when everybody's ready to eat, 5 minutes and it's on the table.
One of my two favorite tasters.
Hi guys, I'm ready to try this. Try some mushroom. I love mushroom. The sauce good.
Good.
It's a little spicy. It just tastes like the Rocco's original one.
Awesome.
Very
Thumbs up.
tasty.
Do you like it?
2 thumbs up.
Cool deal.